David, as I drove in to Thurrock this morning, past the treacle mine, the first thing on the left, I saw a house with a coat, let's move you, sold. Market good?
Excellent. Yeah, market's been really good. Probably for the last year, since October last year, things have started to move. A lot more buyers coming into the market. Probably at the bottom end, still quite a lot of investors and even housing associations buying in the area. And they are obviously buying properties and allowing people to move on. So yeah, things are good. We have seen quite an increase in prices. If anything, there's a shortage of properties, and it's simple supply and demand, and it has pushed prices up.
When you say shortage of properties, any particular properties?
Right across the board, really. Yeah, a bit of a mixture of everything. Yeah, from the first-time buyer properties right through.
Why do you think things have picked up?
I think there's been a lot of sort of pent-up people wanting to move. They've been stuck for probably 6-7 years. Some now have to move. They've outgrown their properties, got families. So I think it's sort of been pent up, and people have now started to bit the bullet really, and making a move.
The Help to Buy schemes that the government have been introducing, different phases of that, has that helped you?
As yet it hasn't, because obviously it was introduced for the new builds to begin with. So the builders have really reaped the benefits. All the new sites, if you look at sites in West Thurrock, they're all sold. So that really has helped. The scheme is being rolled out. It was meant to be rolled out in January for the second-hand market. That's been brought forward and is now next week. I think that will help. It'll allow first-time buyers to buy properties with just 5% deposit, whereas at the moment they're looking at probably 15-20% deposit, which is quite a big chunk of money. So yeah, I mean it will bring more buyers into the market. I suppose the difficulty will be then, if there's still a shortage of properties, it could then fuel prices even more, and we'll see some increases there.
So for those first-time buyers who may be 23, I've got a feeling they might be 33 or 43 these days, but what help do you, because it's the first time you're coming into somewhere like yourselves, it's a big step, what help do you give them?
Yeah, obviously we come in, we'll sort of direct them as to what they can borrow. We put them in touch with mortgage advisors, so they know exactly what they can borrow, what they're getting into. Then we'll tell them about the conveyancing, how that works. We'll then show them obviously a selection of properties we've got available, try and get them to view some, and just sort of guide them through really.
We mentioned, you know, new properties that have been built. If you drive, say, down London Road from here in Grays all the way down to Purfleet, new builds, etc., but they all look like they're being occupied.
Yeah, they have, and I think a lot of that has been with the government incentive scheme. That's helped those first-time buyers get onto the new build ladder.
I guess we've been in a recession since 2008, and I'll go back on this question again, but why do you think it's now that things have picked up? Apart from, say, the Help to Buy, is there anything else you think that has boosted the market at all?
I don't think it's anything in particular. I think it is just people have been stuck since 2008. A lot of people have, and as I say, they've outgrown their properties and they're biting the bullet and moving on.
Does that mean all your staff here are even busier, or you have to take more staff?
Yeah, no, they're all busier. Yes, yeah, a lot more busier. Yeah, there are more people now asking for valuations. Whether they're actually putting their properties on the market yet, they're not all doing that. But people are inquiring. They're more inquisitive as to what their property is now worth, and I suppose then deciding whether it is feasible for them to move.
And this time between now and early October to Christmas, this is a busy time?
It is. It shouldn't be. If you go back years, you know, it became seasonal. The Christmas period was quiet, but we've noticed that the seasons aren't really there anymore. And I would say for the last 2 years, November has been our best month.
Well, it's all good news.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.